Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you some amazing base locations. Now in this video there will be both PvP and PvE base locations. Most of these will be recognizable or probably known, but still nonetheless I'm going to show you them, and I've done this for people that are interested in it. I'm guessing these will be prime locations for people, and this is base location number 1. This kind of looks like it's been inspired from Lord of the Rings, and of course this is where I'm at on the map, and my GPS coordinates are 31.7 by 65.1. so this is where I'm at on the map. As you can see, it is one of these bases where I guess it's partially built, and so the structures like the walls and stuff that are there already are not destroyable, which is kind of cool. But there is also like a hidden bit, so there's like a portion of it that is on the inside, which is kind of cool. It's got like a little cave with some resources and stuff, so I'm just going to show you around. It is a bit dark here, so this is kind of the normal lighting. I'm going to show you around. The space is decent enough, and I can see some people wanting this location both for PvP as well as for role-playing, I guess. So right here, this is where we're at, and we're going to go inside. It's got like a little courtyard, which is pretty cool. Definitely worth building up here if you are interested. I'm not sure if I'm going to choose this location. I am going to be choosing one of these locations for my next base here on Fjordur. So I want to show you something right here. Let me just gamma up so you guys can see exactly what I'm on about. So this is the inside of the base. Not really all that deep, but there is actually a little surprise right here. So to the right, as you enter, there's like a little cave entrance. It goes all the way around, but it does open up quite a bit on the inside. So definitely a defendable place in terms of PvP if you want to set up a PvP base. As you can see, there are some stuff to clear out, but that should be no problem. And it has another exit as well, so it brings us back into this room where we came in the first time, which was quite dark. So this is where I'm at on the map. So these are the GPS coordinates if you are interested in this. So I'll leave this out for a bit so you guys can see. Alright, here we are with one of my favorite locations, and I am tempted to move my base here, and I'll show you why. This is a fairly large location. This is where I'm at on the map. GPS coordinates are 8.8 by 62.6. So first things first, this does remind me a bit of Lord of the Rings as well as WoW. So this reminds me of the dwarf I suppose city in World of Warcraft quite a bit. And so we've got this bridge leading up to this massive entrance. I can also fit all of my giant creatures in here as well, so plenty of flat space to build, and that would look really cool. I'm not sure how I'm going to cover that up, but this is one of my candidates for a base because I do need to relocate. So what's cool about this, apart from the fact that there's a lot of flat surface to build on, there's actually like little houses that you can build inside. So like these right here, which is pretty decent. So you can hide stuff in here. You can have like little dwellings, and this, I'm gonna tell you, is really large in terms of buildings. So this would probably be more like an alpha tribe type of thing. But for me, I can store my giant creatures here. And of course, we got a bridge and lava below, so you can actually use this bridge to go into 2 more rooms. So we got one right there, one in front of us. Let's check this one out right here. Again, you can actually funnel things through this cave. And again, we've got some more houses that you can build inside already pre-built, so this would make them indestructible. All you have to do is just set up a door. Again, if someone's gonna raid you, they're probably not gonna give up unless you're really good or your tribe's really big. So you know, there isn't really a raid proof location on the map in my perspective, but this is definitely a good candidate right here. And of course, let's go back out and go into the other location. So that is to my left. I'll show you that as well. So over here we have like this right here. So These crates do drop some items that you can loot. Lava on the floor. We of course do get some spawns for things in here that, well, let's just say they're not friendly. But very nice location. Definitely a good base location, and you can build here. I have tested it. Now I don't know if you do take enhanced damage on building structures or if this is classed as a cave or what, but there aren't any artifacts, so definitely a good location, as you won't be covering up a location that people want to come to get artifacts to progress in the game. So nice overall base location. I do like it. It's pretty decent, pretty cool. You can actually build down here as well, I think. I mean, I don't know why. You can build around that right there and have like hidden spawn points and stuff. It would take a bit of work, but I'm pretty sure you could hide some stuff around here. There we go. So that's pretty much it for this location. It is huge. There are actually larger base locations that I'm going to show you, but this is one of the contenders for me. I do like the way it looks. Alright, here we are with another base location. This one, of course, is a bit smaller, so it's not necessarily for an alpha tribe or anything. However, oh, we have a friend right here. We made a friend with a griffin. But right there is a cave entrance. It's a bit hidden, and this is what I like about it. So if we go in here, let me just gamma up a bit so you guys can see what is going on. I would say this one is decent in size, fairly flat. You do have some clearing out to do. We have water inside, and you can just kind of build around here a decent looking little base. And yeah, it's pretty much out of the way. Difficult to spot unless people actually know about this location. And yes, you can build in here. I have my testing foundations with me just for that purpose. So definitely a good place, I suppose, PvP wise. I'm not going to cover rat holes and stuff like that. They do tend to get patched out. The location is 11.3 by 49.9, and of course you can see where I'm at on the map. It is just basically underneath my middle finger on the map. You can see right there. That is where I'm at. So yeah, this is definitely a good spot to build. Alright, here we are with another base location. This one is, again, a fairly nice location. I like it. I think it has a lot to offer. And I'm going to show you the coordinate and map location. Most of you guys will know this. This is more of a PvE location. So coordinates are 56.2 by 73.2. Now, I have already built up here. I do like this location. However, I think I've slightly outgrown it, so I might have to move. I mean, I can still probably build here. So as you can see, I've already set camp here. I might keep this as an outpost, but definitely a nice location. I'm going to show you the entrances and what I like about this. So we've got here one entrance. You can cover this with the Behemoth Gateway. Of course, I am using the Castles, Keeps, and Forts mod, so the gates are somewhat shorter in height. We have a place to put a well there, so you can definitely get your water. And yeah, as you can see, decent space to store a lot of stuff, and actually good spot to build a lot. So there's another little entrance right here that you want to cover up. And then of course, what I do like about that, so this is a third entrance, giant gate. They have like these little bridges, if you want to call them, so you can actually funnel things in, but it's not, like I said, it's not really a PvP based location. It just looks really cool. And of course, with my server having mods and stuff like that, I have slightly outgrown it, so I will have to move to another location. So I do want a better size location. The other thing is you'll have loads of resources around you, as well as Deinonychus nests, so you can definitely farm some eggs. And as you can see, it's pretty close to a lot of good resources as well. Okay, let me show you another location right here. I've not really counted them, but this is where I'm at on the map. Okay, and the GPS coordinates are 34.6 by 95.7. So this one is one of those locations. I'd still class it as a PvE type of location. You can also build on top if you want to. It is fairly flat, so just kind of show you this location. But what I do like about it is I mean, it's easy to remember where it is. And down here underneath it, you have a lot of metal. You can actually build inside here. The surface itself is pretty flat. You've got water, so you've got all of the basic things that you would need to set up a base. And even for PvE, it's one of those things that's kind of hidden, so people can't really see what you have in here. And so if you want your privacy, definitely a good place to build a base. Okay, we are at the next base location, and obviously I'm going to show you the map location and GPS coordinates, but I'm going to give you a warning. This one is huge, and this is the one that I personally want to build on my server. So this is where I'm at on the map, and these are the GPS coordinates. They are 82.5 by 21.1. And just a fair warning, I'm just going to remind you all, this is a huge base location. So this is why I'm tempted. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm on about. So this is the entrance. So you've got stairs to both sides, the right and the left. Follow those around, brings you to this doorway, and then basically stairs to the right. Basically they go all the way down a bridge, which I'm probably never going to use. I'm going to use a teleporter just basically for this, but you can actually build a good PvP base here. You might want to do this if you are an alpha tribe though. So just follow these steps around. Good system to funnel your enemies through. And right here, this is a big giant opening, pretty flat. And let me just gamma up a bit. But we have some buildings in here that you can build in. So let me just come up because it's a bit dark right here. So yeah, this is pretty neat. I do like it. This is basically a mine type of thing. Again, reminds me of both Lord of the Rings as well as World of Warcraft. So very, very, very nice location. I do like it. So we have several options here. I'm going to show you all of these options. It's quite important for you to know. So over here to the left is a mine with a lot of metal. I would probably avoid building anything in here and use this as a place to farm, because as you can see, there's lots of metal. There are some fake nodes, but again, still a nice location. You can easily get a good amount of metal from this location. So this is pretty much it. This is one of the perks of this base location, but there is more to it, so I'm going to show you that as well. Go back in here. We are going to take let's go this way first. So right here, this is definitely inspired out of Lord of the Rings. A good nice large area to build, well, whatever you want to build in here, well lit up as well. You will have to kind of work around the debris, but I do have mods that allow me to build with the debris in mind, so definitely worth building in here for me. And of course, stairs at the back, so again, more buildings that we can build inside of. So just to kind of show you that it does let us build on the inside. Again, we have aggroed some creatures, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Now, there is a downside to this, and I'm going to show you that in a bit. But if you follow this back path, it will take you to another bridge. Right here we have loads of aberrant creatures, so this is kind of like a little aberration area. You'll find all sorts of things here. Nice little area lit up. Again, another place you'll want to funnel your enemies through, and just keep going through. Right here, this is where the downside comes in. So I would probably, I don't even know, I mean, I'm not a PvP player, but right here, this is what the problem is. This is a platform that takes us to a boss battle. So that terminal will take us to one of the boss battles, so definitely a place that will be sought after. Okay, let me show you another base location. And so we are at the back of the volcano right now, and this is where I'm at on the map. This is where the coordinates are. So it is 86.0 by 98.4. Let me just show you this again, and I'm going to show you some of the area around. So you can see right around here, I think this would be the distinctive feature that you want to look for. And if you look further down, you can see just about like a little glowing square type of thing, a rectangle actually. It's not even square, but yeah. Basically, we're going to aim for that. We're going to gamma up a bit. It is a bit dark up first. So basically, just dive down through this rectangle, and then when we get to the bottom, we can see this little door. This is basically like the space biome type of thing, and it's well cool as you make your way through this tunnel. This can be either PvP or PvE type of base location, but still it is a nice place to build. And again, this is actually a strong contender for me. So once we get to the central chamber and we look around, as you can see, it is well lit regardless of the time of day, which is a perk, but we also have glow pits. So this is an area where you can find a ton of glow pits. Let me just try and show you actually. So right there you can see loads of glow pits floating around. But what is actually really nice about this is these things on the sides. So if you go through them, they kind of open up into their own, I suppose, mini biome, mini world. Anyways, the sides basically have invisible walls, so you can't fall from them. But just look at this. It looks freaking amazing. Absolutely love it. Definitely a location worth considering. There's actually quite a few of these. So down here, again, you cannot fall. There is an invisible barrier. As you can see, this shine on right here is just kind of floating about, trotting but floating at the same time, so you can't fall, which is kind of cool. Same thing happens on this end. So there's, I think, like 4 of these areas, some bigger than the others, but like you see right here, it won't let me go past it. So again, real good area to build, and it just looks so nice. Tempting to set up either a base or a little area here to use from time to time. Again, this one has some water here, nice location, and again, it just looks really pretty. Really like it. So this is beautiful. We've got this right here, like a little window to actually look out from the bottom. Of course, you can float here. This is 0 gravity, so do keep that in mind. So this is, I believe, the 4th one, so 4th room. Again, really cool spot. It might be difficult to build. There might be a few structures you cannot destroy, but still definitely worth considering this as a base location. And you are well out of the way, so that is pretty decent. So just kind of show you can actually build here, at least on my server, and I do tend to have the same settings as the official servers with regards to building. Now, I don't know, of course, if the building structures will take double damage here. Alright, let me show you another location. This one is an interesting location, let's call it that, but it does have some perks. So this is where I'm at on the map. The GPS coordinates are 65.8 by 41.3. You will have seen this in a previous video on my channel if you've watched my videos. Now, you'll immediately recognize the location once I turn around, but it is pretty decent, pretty cool. So this is it, right? So what's cool about this is the base is, or the location is in that cave right there, but you can't actually access the cave through this area right here. You might have to build up right here, and of course the entrance is pretty darn small, but the cave itself is huge. Now one of the problems with this location is you get some good things that spawn in here, and that would be the Desmodus. Of course, you also have some water, so you can actually store some water tames, although you might have to clear out all of the other creatures, primarily the piranhas. Of course, as you saw there are some pearls that you can pick up. They are silica pearls, so they do spawn. That is one positive thing. The area itself is fairly flat. It is pretty large. You can store large creatures in here, but you might need cryopods to get them in and out. Alright, here we are with another location, and of course this is where I'm at on the map. This is more of a PvE location, but it is still a cool location, and I'll show you why in a bit. This is where I'm at. As you can see on the map, GPS coordinates are 46.6 by 58.2. And what I like about this is It's pretty distinctive. It's got this golden, I don't even know what you call this tinge. Basically, it's got that incorporated in the cliff. It's got a bridge-like structure leading to it. And of course, the area itself is fairly flat. Now, this is not inside any cave or anything, but actually, personally speaking, I do like this area quite a bit. It does make it easy to build. Of course, as you can see right there, there's a bridge, and if I gain some height, you can actually see that it is actually accessible from pretty much anywhere. So there's a path that leads to the bridge. You can go further up, or you can just follow that road all the way down and it takes you to the shore. So it is a really nice area, and it is quite close to a lot of decent resources as well. So definitely a good PvE based location in my opinion. And that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. I do realize this video is a bit late, but nonetheless, I still made it. And these are just some base locations that I personally like. And in this video, I deliberately chose not to cover rat holes because these things tend to get patched up. With that being said and done, that is pretty much it for this video, folks. Until next time, stay safe.